Hello, wrestling fans. SmackDown opened up this week on April 10th, 2026, with Cody Rhodes, Jerry Rhodes backstage with Nick Aldis in the parking lot. They're waiting for Pat McAfee and Randy Orton to show up. And Nick Aldis tells them that when they do, they can't physically put their hands on Pat McAfee, a wrestler can't, because of somebody on the TKO board or whatever, some higher power they called him. I hope to God that doesn't mean Vince McMahon's coming back. That would just ruin the whole company again. Anyways, it's probably The Rock or Triple H or Tony Khan or somebody. Anyways, that's the storyline that the wrestler can't put their hands on Pat McAfee. And Jerry Rhodes like, I'm not a wrestler. And he does have a point there, right? Because he means he can physically put his hands on Pat McAfee. Nick Aldis just grins and gives him like a thumbs up, like, yeah, you found the loophole there, buddy. Rhea Ripley comes out to the ring. She wants a piece of Jade. Me and D fan for what they did to Io Sky last week with those kendo stick shots Jade delivered to her. Io Sky came out with her arm taped up, her ribs taped up. I find that funny because on Raw, when she teamed with Rhea Ripley to beat D-Fab Mia Yim, she wasn't taped up. But tonight she is. I found that hilarious. Io Sky came out once, Jade one-on-one tonight. Nick Aldis comes out and makes it official for the main event. The opening match is Alexa Bliss versus Bayley with Charlotte Flair on the Valkyrie ringside. Again, the announcer said Nikki Bella may not be able to compete at WrestleMania. So does that mean it's going to be a triple threat tag? Or still a four-way tag? Because Judgment Day, Raquel and Roxanne don't have a match at WrestleMania. And Kabuki Warriors, though. So that's good. Both teams are good Super Bowl replacements to replace the Bella Twins. So let me know below in the comments, do you want, if the Bella Twins can't compete at WrestleMania due to Nikki's ankle injury, do you want to see it become a triple threat tag for the titles, or do you want to see the Kabuki Warriors, Judgment Day, or someone else replace them in the match to make it a fatal four-way? I still want to see it be a fatal four-way if the Bella Twins can't compete. And you know what? Throw in the Kabuki Warriors. They deserve to have a match at WrestleMania. Alexa Bliss, Bayley, what a great match. Opened the show match-wise. They just went at it. Like, as soon as one woman did a move, somebody else would do the move, back and forth. As soon as the bell rang, each one went for the finishers. They all want to block it. Alexa leg sweep Bayley, who landed between the ropes and posed on her back, kept stomping on her back. Bayley didn't like that. What a vicious clothesline. Friggin' floored Alexa Bliss. Sunset flipped her twice into the corner. Delivered a top rope elbow drop. Alexa, just got her shoulder up in the nick of time. Alexa hit an awesome tornado DDT off the ropes. It was cool. Like, she went for it and then she stopped and DDT'd her. That was cool. Bayley fought back in. Quickly hit a Bayley to belly suplex. Charlotte caused a distraction as Bayley was going up the top rope. Alexa pulled her off the top rope, trapped in the corner, backed up, hit a run, drop kick to the corner. Bayley fought back, hit a sit-down powerbomb, had a Bayley to belly suplex. Again went up the top rope, and again Charlotte Flair distracted her. This time her phone her jacket, hitting Bayley with this. Bayley gets off the top rope, up on the apron edge, mouthing off to Charlotte. Valkyrie's walk around to do something. Bayley gets back to the ring. Alexa Bliss rolls her up, steals the win from behind for the 1-2-3. And that's the fastest I've ever seen Alexa Bliss Charlotte take off to backstage, because they knew what they did was dirty. And man, Bayley and Valkyrie was ready to go after them. Next up, next match we're going to talk about is Kit Wilson versus that guy. I'm not going to mention his name. I didn't even watch this match. I can't tell you what happened. I'm not even going to tell you. I don't even know, honestly, who won it, because I never even watched it. That was my put some drinks in the fridge, take my dog out for wash and break myself, get a snack. That's what I was going to do for that match. Backstage, Kamala Hayes was getting his knees checked by the trainer, and Zack Ryder's was like, "Hey man, you're missing WrestleMania again. That sucks, dude. But it's okay, man. You have your WrestleMania moment maybe next year." That's a good pep talk, Ryder, because he gets to come out. He's looking like, "Thanks, man." Like, the way he's saying it, right, is hilarious. The way he come out, his expression, like. And Trick Williams and Yachty walk into the trainer's room, and Trick Williams is laughing the fact that he's got a match at WrestleMania with the United States title against Sammy, and poor Camille Hayes don't even have a WrestleMania match. Ryder stands up for Camille Hayes because his knees hurt. And he says, how about tonight, me and you one-on-one? Trick said, let's do it. So we have Trick Williams versus Zack Ryder with a little Lottie at ringside. Before the match, Sami Zayn came out and delivered a heel promo, honestly. And he's like, I don't know why I'm getting booed. I don't understand why fans are booing me and all that. But you know what? Screw you. I don't care if you boo me. I care for the fans that do cheer for me. And he's like, who's out there tonight? It's my big, huge fans. Come on, cheer for me. Nobody's cheering him. And he's like, that guy over there is cheering me. That guy way up there is cheering for me. And then he said WrestleMania, he's going to retain the United States Championship for those hard-fought fans that have stuck by me since day one in my wrestling career. And for the other ones that boo me, I don't give a care. Don't give a damn. And then the match starts. So Sammy's outside the ring by the commentary table watching it. Good match. I enjoyed it. They started off like one would do a move, trash talk the other one. The other one would get up, do a move, trash talk him. Ryder started hitting a series of running shoulder tackles, top rope drop kick. Even hit his wife's finisher, Chelsea Green's, the jump up on Prettier. Trick Williams raked Ryder's face across the ropes. That had to hurt. Massive body slam. Ryder went for Rough Rider. Trick Williams ducked it. Neck breaker him on the way down. That was cool to see. Suddenly, outside the ring, they're fighting. Trick Williams shoves Sami Zayn. Gets back to the ring and dares Sammy to come after him. Sammy knows better, right? So instead, the Yachty pulls Sammy off the apron. And Sammy's face bounces off the mat. And then he's walking around outside by the barricade. Turns around, Sammy friggin' blasts him with a Lua kick by the barricade. Ryder rose up, Trick from behind him. Like, oh my God, Zack Ryder's finally going to win a match. He's 1-1 when he first came back. That was a tournament match. And he's been losing ever since. But nope, Trick Williams kicked out. Trick shot. 1, 2, 3, your winner, Trick Williams. After the match, he's checking with his buddy outside the ring, and Sammy had left. Ryder came close, folks, to winning another match, but it didn't happen. Powerhouse Hobbs from AEW. WWE's going to call him Wars Keys. Finally, after this guy debuted at the Royal Rumble back in January, haven't seen him since. He's been wrestling on dark matches before SmackDown afterward. In live events, he finally had a match on the main show. He took on Humberto Carrillo of Angel Garza ringside, just squashed him. Powerbomb, fallaway slams, a running power slam, out of power slam, a massive. I did like the spine buster, that was cool. Picked up the easy win. Alberto got a top rope drop kick and a ground pound attack for a couple seconds. That was it. I did notice Powerhouse Hobbs almost dropped him when he was going for a fallaway slam. In AEW, he was there for 6 years, and 1 month he was a heel, 1 month he was a face, then he was a heel, then he was a face, and he won the tag team titles, he won their version of the Intercontinental Championship, but they never really did nothing with him. Like, as soon as he win the bout, he'll lose it to someone, right? So I'm curious how WWE's going to treat him there. He did pick up his win. I bet you anything he's probably going to fight Angel Garza next, one-on-one. Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Bloodline Free backstage. And Solo was getting Jacob Fatu fired up, right? Jacob Fatu's, let's have a match tonight. Solo's like, Tama, fight him. So he's basically ordering Tama Tonga, bossing him around. Tama Tonga is like, yeah, okay, I'll fight you. Great freaking match Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga had. They tore it down, folks. Tama Tonga had an awesome running drop kick out of the corner as Jacob Fatu was running for a butt in the corner. Jacob Fatu had a running headbutt melee in the corner that just ticked off Tama Tonga, who got up, freaking grabbed him, tossed him in that corner, just body shots after body shots. Running clothesline, a sliding clothesline, keeping Jacob Fatu grounded. Started delivering blows across his back, demolition style. Jacob Fatu fought back, tossed up Samoan drop, super kicked him, sent him out of the ring, dove through the ropes, and hit Tama Tonga with so much force that he went flying over the announce table. That didn't break. Tama Tonga got up and Irish whip Jacob Fatu, whose knees hit the steel steps and he flew over them. Kind of reminded me how Mick Foley used to hit the steel steps back in the day. Then he ran, jumped off the steel steps, did an awesome clothesline on the outside, whipped him into the ring post face first, got him back in the ring, hit a spinning pay dirt. Jacob Fatu kicked out, he's all fired up. Samoan drop, top rope moonsault, your winner, Jacob Fatu. After the match, he goes to talk. Drew McIntyre attacks him. And he just does a number on Jacob Fatu. Claymore. Future Shock DDT on the outside. Chair shot across the back. Irish whipped him face first off the ring post. Irish whipped his head right into the steel steps. Another Claymore while Jacob Fatu was by the ring post. Then he got a steel chain out, wrapped around his fist, and just started pounding away on Jacob Fatu, busting them open a little bit. And at this point, official security have come out. And they're too scared to do anything, right? Because McIntyre is just destroying Jacob Fatu. They're like, yeah, we're not getting involved with this at all. That was Larry just watching, Shane Helms, Kenny from the Spear Squad, Petey Williams just watched. Daivari like, you see what he's doing there? We should do something there, man. Let's get some popcorn and watch this action. That was cool. How, they didn't even bother at all to try to stop him. And, man, like I said, he just destroyed Jacob Fatu after his match. Tom Tonga did a number on him big time. Main event time. Io Sky, Jay Gargano, non-title. Not a good main event match. It was slow paced. Io did a cartwheel into a pump kick to the midsection of Jade, applied a sleeper. Jade tossed her off, hit a spinning sit-down powerbomb. Io Sky countered her finisher into a roll-up, jump-up double stomp. Outside the ring, Jade wheelbarrow slammed Io Sky's face off the steel steps. Rolled in the ring, did a running, spinning bicycle kick. Hit the full Nelson into a face buster for the 1-2-3. After the match, Rhea Ripley came out to stop Jade from delivering chair shots to Io Sky. That's how the show ended. Match-wise, segments. Backstage, Mia Yim was taken out by Rhea Ripley. She had pieces of candlesticks all laying over her, but we never see Rhea Ripley actually attack her, right? We did see Rhea Ripley attack D-Fab, Damian Priest, all the troops backstage chatting it up. All of a sudden, you see D-Fab just come flying, hitting these storage equipment cases stacked up. And Rhea Ripley walks by, one down, one to go. And then she's going to look for me and him. Damian Priest, the troops, damn, that had to hurt, right? And that had to hurt from me. If you watch it, if you haven't seen it yet, you watch how much force Rhea Ripley sends D-Fab into those equipment storage cases. She threw her big time. Pat McAfee, Randy Orton showed up. Pat McAfee came out talking again how he's here to save WWE and all this. And Orton's going to become a 15-time champion, save the company. And Cody Rhodes is a paper champion, a fake champion. Now, I love this. Pat McAfee's you fans cheer for the people that are spineless cowards. They're cheering Pat you, so kind of practice what you preach there, buddy. And then Cody Rhodes came out and said that do us all a favor, just when you go a game, when you leave next time to go announce football, stay gone. We don't want you back, period. As a matter of fact, he said, I'd love to have Gunther's number to call him up. He'll come out, put you to sleep, send you packing. And then Pat McAfee announced that his way of persuasion, whatever, his money, big amount of money on that, got us fans 25% off tickets for WrestleMania Saturday to see Orton beat Cody to become 15-time champion. And Cody again said the reason why ticket sales are down is because people like Pat McAfee showing up out of the blue. And Roman Reigns main event in WrestleMania game, blah, blah, blah. And Cody goes to leave because he can't physically touch Pat McAfee. Suddenly on the screen, Orton's backstage. He had beaten up Jerry Rowe, drags him out to the stage, and leaves. As Cody's tending to Jerry Rowe and Pat McAfee sneaking up behind him, Cody sees him on the Titantron. Turns around to confront Pat McAfee. Orton comes out of a trap, attacks Cody Rhodes, 2-on-1 beatdown. They hit him with the title belt across the face. Jerry Rowe did absolutely nothing. He tried to help, but got knocked down. And Pat McAfee and Orton actually walked backstage, got in the truck, drove off with the title belt. they have Cody's belt in their possession. Drew McIntyre delivered a promo backstage inside of a jail cell, talking about how Jacob Fatu spent time in jail on that for a crime he did. That was it for segments. Next week, two huge matches are announced because it's WrestleMania SmackDown. They always have like a rivalry that's not on WrestleMania and on SmackDown. It's going to be the Wyatt Six versus Bloodline 3 and a 4-on-4 street fight. So, who in the Bloodline 3 is not going to compete in that street fight? Solo should be in it because he'd be fighting Uncle Howdy. But it'd be funny if they don't even put Solo in the match. That'd be hilarious. I'm thinking it's going to be Tola Tonga. Or maybe Tama Tonga. Let me know below in the comments which member of the Bloodline 3 do you think is not going to compete in the upcoming 4-on-4 street fight next week at WrestleMania SmackDown. And also, it's the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal for the trophy. And Raw Superstars for Raw is going to be in the Battle Royal as well there next week. There you have it, folks. They announced nothing for next week's WrestleMania Raw at all. They're keeping all those matches a surprise. I think SmackDown announced two huge ones. You think Raw will have announced one or two, right? But nope, they're keeping theirs a surprise. It's probably just going to be all talking, honestly, to lead up to WrestleMania. They have announced the matches for what night for WrestleMania. I can't remember all of them. I'm going to do my best. On night one, it's Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquero for the Women's World Championship, which makes sense because Liv won the Royal Rumble. Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Universal title, which makes sense because the other Royal Rumble winner will main event WrestleMania Night 2. The six-man tag with the Usos and LA Knight versus The Vision and Speed is happening night 1. Night 2, you have Rhea Ripley versus Jay Gajo for the SmackDown Women's title. You got Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World title. The 5-man ladder match, because now Rey Mysterio is added to it. So it's Mysterio, Penta, Rusev, JD Madugo, Javon Evans for the Intercontinental Championship. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar's night 2. McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu on Sanction is night 2. Dominic versus Finn Balor. I don't know if that's night 1 or night 2. I forget, fans. I apologize for that. And I think the women's fatal 4-way tag is on night 2. And on night 1, I think it's, who else is wrestling? There's a lot of people wrestling. Bear with me. 6-man tags happening. That match happened night 2. I don't know. Night 1's got 7 matches. Night 2 has 6. I'm sorry for what the other matches. I apologize. Because there's a lot to keep track of, right? There's like 13 matches booked, right? I did the best I could. There you have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.